A healthy person hears no and adjusts. A manipulator hears no and calculates. That calculation is the test, not the word itself, not how polite you sound. The real test is what changes in their face, voice, and pressure the moment access is denied. Most people miss the threat because they are looking for malice, when they should be looking for entitlement. Watch their eyes. The moment you say no, there may be a half-second flash of contempt, a tightening in the jaw, a sudden coldness in the face, a smile that disappears, then quickly returns. That is the first cue. It is not proof by itself, but it is data. A healthy person may be disappointed, but they do not treat your boundary like an offense. A manipulator does. To them, your no is not information. It is resistance. And once they feel resistance, they start measuring what it costs to move you. This is the no test. There are 5 stages. Stage 1 is the contempt flash. You say no. For a split second, the warmth disappears. The eyes narrow. The jaw tightens. Then the mask comes back. They may say, "No, it's fine." But you saw the first reaction. A normal person may sigh or ask, "Are you sure?" Then they adjust. A manipulator treats your no like a system error. They expected access. They expected cooperation. And when you do not bend, their first reaction is contempt. The mistake is explaining too quickly. "I'm sorry. It's just that I'm busy." "I would, but I have a lot going on." The moment you over-explain, you teach them where to apply pressure. The shield is simple: say less. Let the no stand. You do not need to decorate it. Stage 2 is the hurt performance. If contempt does not move you, they may switch to wounded innocence. "Wow, I thought we were closer than that. I didn't think I'd have to ask twice with you." Now the conversation is no longer about the request. It is about your character. A healthy person can be disappointed without making their disappointment your assignment. A manipulator performs hurt to make your boundary look cruel. You think they are being vulnerable, but the vulnerability has a job. It turns your empathy into compliance. This is where kind people fold. They feel the performance working, and they fold. The shield line is, "I can see you're disappointed, and I'm okay with that." That separates their feeling from your responsibility. Stage 3 is the pressure repeat. You already said no, they heard you, but now they ask again in a softer shape. "I'm not asking for much. It would only take a minute. Are you sure you can't make an exception?" The words sound smaller. The pressure is the same. A healthy person feels the friction of your no and protects the relationship. A manipulator ignores the friction and protects the extraction. They are not confused. They are testing whether your no is a wall or a fence. The mistake is thinking you did not explain it clearly enough, so you explain again. But explaining is a negotiation. A boundary is a statement. The more reasons you give, the more handles they have. The shield is the broken record. I've already given you my answer. Is there a reason you're asking again? Then stop. Do not fill the silence. At this point, the room gets colder, because after the pressure repeat fails, the interaction moves into the resource assessment. They are not reacting to your no. They are reacting to the loss of your compliance. They are measuring how much guilt moves you, how much silence scares you, how much pressure makes you explain yourself again. This is the moment of extraction failed. They realize the cost of managing you has gone up. You are no longer easy access. You are no longer automatic cooperation. Your no did not create the problem. It revealed the expectation, and the expectation was access. The shield line is, your reaction to my boundary tells me more about you than my boundary tells you about me. That line shifts the frame. You are no longer defending the no. You are observing the reaction. Stage 4 is the favor ledger. If pressure does not work, they open the books. Remember when I helped you? After everything I've done for you? I was there for you, and now you can't do this? This is not generosity. This is accounting. A healthy person can ask for help without turning history into debt collection. A manipulator brings up the past to purchase your present compliance. The mistake is feeling ungrateful, but notice the timing. They did not bring up the favor when things were peaceful. They brought it up when your no blocked their access. That tells you what the favor became. It was not a gift. It was leverage. The shield is, I appreciate your past help, but that does not change my current answer. Short, clean. No apology spiral. Stage 5 is the silent punishment. This is when the warmth disappears. They withdraw. They go cold. They stop replying. They make the room feel heavy. This is not the same as a healthy person needing space. A healthy person communicates. Silent punishment is different. It is designed to make your no expensive. If they can make the silence painful enough, you may decide that next time it is easier to say yes. That is the trap. You chase. You check in. You apologize. And without realizing it, you teach them that your boundary has a price. The shield is tactical silence. Do not chase. Do not over-explain. Do not apologize for a boundary that was yours to set. Let the silence give you information. It shows you what kind of connection only survives when you are useful. And if they leave, notice why. You did not become cruel, you became unprofitable. That is not a loss. That is a reveal. A person who respects you can hear no and remain human. A manipulator needs your no to become a trial. They need evidence, they need emotion, they need guilt, they need a performance. Because if your no is allowed to stand by itself, they lose the room. So remember the test. A healthy person hears no and adjusts. A manipulator hears no and calculates. The word is small, the reaction is not. Your no does not need a costume. It does not need a speech. Say it once, then watch what they do with it. If they adjust, you have information. If they perform hurt, repeat pressure, open the favor ledger, or punish you with silence, you also have information. The no test does not make you powerful because it changes them. It makes you powerful because it shows you who needs your compliance to stay comfortable. Now that you know what their reaction reveals, you need to know what to say when they push again. Because spotting the test is only the first move. The next move is knowing the exact words that make them realize their tactics will not work on you. Watch this next.